Okay, this will be a number of videos for a couple of reasons. Sometimes we get requests from people who've had other contractors do work for them. We're at around 125 to 128 years old, the company. It's been passed down through generations. So we've basically done everything, and that's not to say, to be belligerent. It's just a fact. All right, so the first step is these were the big cracks, remember? And I just showed you a picture of plaster Paris. This is a water bottle. Once you scratch out your crack and you get it deep enough, always wet it first before you put the plaster. And what that does is allow the plastic to bond back together so the crack doesn't come through. So for sure, if you didn't scrape this down and you put just paint over it, the paint would go into the crack, up into where and probably expand, and then it would crack again. So that's the first step. Now we're going to get on to sanding. It's been hanging in the 20s up here. Again, when you sand joint compound, it is like baby powder, so fine. What we've been doing is a very nice shower curtain here. I've been able to engulf it in a sheet so that dust doesn't get in it. At the end of the job, it can be taken down and washed, but the client needs the use of the shower and the use of the water closet while the job's going on. So what that has had us doing is every day this place has to be cleaned and this has to be covered. Otherwise, it'll be a total mess. So I got a game plan. Since it's so cold out, what we did is brought our fan. We're blowing out in the window. We have a door here. We're going to close the door because this stuff, it's like baby powder, and what it will do, it will travel everywhere. It's bad enough that no matter what you do, it's going to settle some places. But what you don't want to do is just go hog wild, start sanding, door open, no fan, and again, you will find this stuff settling everywhere in the house. So you want to do as much as you can to get it to blow out. Now, this usually works pretty good. I get a good high-speed fan blowing out, and then I close the door, or almost close the door, like maybe leave an inch. So I'm sucking the this makeup air, they call it, from the rest of the house to try to make sure it's minimal amount of dust goes into the rest of the house. You could also do this with a sheet of plastic. Put it up, and that helps too. And normally what happens is, because there's so many jacklegs out here, they would just come in and just paint right over this. No scraping, no nothing. Whack it. They're averaging now about $800 to paint a room, and that's for one solid talor. If you add in, oh, my trim's a different color, and the ceiling might be something special, and I got hardwood doors. I've talked to a professional painter, and he said that's somewhere up around $1,200 in labor to do a room like that. Again, we don't do specialize in painting. In the 1950s, we had a paint crew of about 30 guys, so we used to paint all the time. I picked it up by growing up in that industry and being used to it, so that's helps you to learn things. Gotta make sure I take this off so I can paint. All right, on to the next one. See you on the next one.